Dear learners, this is Shashi Ramachandran. I am here with the first video of my new series from the topic Financial Management, and it's from class 12th Business Studies. This series is divided into several parts to help you understand the concept more clearly. So my first video explains the concept of financial management. Financial management is general management principles which are applied to financial resources of an enterprise. So, to understand the concept more clearly, we need to understand what is business finance and why is it required. So, finance, of course, is a lifeblood of a business. Every business enterprise requires finance to start its operations, to carry on its activities, and to expand and grow. The availability of finance determines the size and the scale of operations of any business. So, almost all business activities require some finance to establish a business, to run it, to modernize it, to expand, to diversify it, and it is also required for buying variety of assets, which may be tangible like machinery, factories, buildings, offices, also called as fixed capital, or it may be an intangible one such as trademarks, patents, technical know-how, goodwill, etc. So we can say that finance is finance is also required to meet day-to-day operations of the business, that is working capital requirement like buying material, paying bills, salaries. So finance is needed at every stage in the life of the business entity. Availability of adequate finance is very crucial for the survival and growth of the business. So since finance is required in each and every step of the business life, therefore its availability, and that to proper availability, becomes very important for the survival and growth of the business. And once the funds are collected or raised, these are to be properly used. So we can say that proper use of funds is also necessary for a profitable working and a sound health of the business. So procurement of funds and utilization of funds are the main aspect of financial management. So procurement of funds here means raising the funds. Raising the funds, again the funds which are required to run the business, they are raised through different sources, and also they are utilized, they are invested in some assets or in some project. So these two are the important aspect of financial management. Now for the procurement or for raising the funds, finance can be raised through like different sources, internal or external sources. Internal sources can be used by increasing the sales and the revenue to have an impact on the overall profits, by using the retained profits in the business, and by selling off the assets in the business. On the other hand, the external sources includes issuing all kinds of shares, whether it is ordinary shares, preference shares, bonus shares, right issue, and also issuing long-term debentures. So the main external sources are debt and equity. So we can say that here the debt and equity are main sources of raising funds. And optimal procurement of these funds or the available resources of finance, they are identified and compared in terms of their cost and associated risk, because all these funds, they come with some cost. The funds raising exercise also cost something, like interest rate on debentures and loans, issuing prospectus, underwriters commission. So all these funds are again associated with some cost, and the cost which are involved in raising the fund is called as a flotation cost, like printing the certificates, paying the underwriters, government fees, issuing prospectus. These are the cost which are associated with raising the funds. So financial management manager has to be very careful while raising the funds through different sources, debt or equity. The different costs are associated with these sources. So financial manager has to be very careful while selecting or while procuring these sources. So finance, so once it is procured, that is to be the finance so procured to be these to be invested. Now the investment can take place into a machinery or some project. So these are to be invested in such a manner that whatever the returns are there, return from investment, ROI, the returns on these investments should exceed the cost at which procurement has taken place. That means the return on the investment in the machinery, the return should always be more than cost of capital, the cost of procurement of funds or raising the funds. So if the returns are more, then only they can cover the cost involved in raising funds. Okay, and also they can have a good profit on that. So we can say that the role of financial management cannot be overemphasized, because it is all about procuring the funds and investing the funds in such a manner that ROI is always more than the cost involved. So it has a financial management has a direct bearing on the financial health of the business. So we can say that overall financial health of the business is determined by the quality of its financial management. Financial management aims at reducing the cost of funds procured, keeping the risk under control, and achieving effective deployment of such fund. Effective deployment here means raising this return on investment, to increase the return on investment and by reducing the cost of procurement. So all financial decisions which are taken by the financial management, like procurement of funds, investing them into some assets, and the ROI, the returns, how the profits are distributed, that all aims at ensuring that each decision is efficient and it adds some value. To summarize, we can say that finance, which is the lifeblood of a business, and every business enterprise, they need finance to start its operation, to carry on its activity, and to expand and grow. So these finance are to be optimally procured by comparing, these are to be identified and compared in terms of cost and risk involved. Same way, the once the funds are procured, they are to be invested in such a manner that investment returns should exceed the cost involved in procurement of such funds. So we can say finally that financial management is a planning, organizing, directing, controlling of all these financial activities like procurement and utilization of the enterprise. So hope you like this video and you understood the basic concept of financial management. The second part of the series will be uploaded shortly, explaining the objective of financial management. So please do like, subscribe, and don't forget to click on a bell icon to get latest updates on my channel. Thank you and bye for now.